Yo, yo, here we go. So, Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles an hour. Do you really believe that? Do you really believe you're spinning that? This is what every picture should look like. It should be a blur. Do you know how fast 1,000 miles an hour is? It's faster than the speed of sound. It's faster than a speeding bullet. Can you see bullets? No. This has never been proven. You can't prove the Earth spins because it doesn't. Show me the results that are replicatable, that are repeatable and replicatable. You can replicate them over and over and over and over again. Okay. Show me a spinning ball spinning at 1,000 miles an hour and water sticks to it. Okay. Let's see this gravity, this selective nonsense of gravity. So this is what we're dealing with. There's no proof of this at all. Nobody can prove it. If you go around and ask people what their number one proof of a globe is, they can't even tell you one. There should be thousands at the top of their head if it was true, right? They can't even think of one. It's ridiculous what we're dealing with here, folks. The brainwashing is that intense. It's insane what we have to deal with these morons everywhere we go. It's just insane. And then you get these other morons that go, oh, well, because you're so far away from the Earth and it's so big, you can't see it rotating. No, 1,000 miles an hour is 1,000 miles an hour. And 8 inches per squared distance squared, it says we can see curvature and there isn't any. Okay? So you're nonsense with no proof. We can prove the Earth does not spin. It's stationary. It's called Airy's failure. We can also prove an ether. We can prove that we're stationary with the other experiments that I did a video on. I can't remember the McClellan and I forget his other name, but yeah, there's many experiments that we can prove it's stationary, and then they're all discarded. And then Einstein comes along with this. It's just insane. Throws away ether. I mean, it's just insane. We got to deal with these brainwashed idiots. They're all fucking basically retarded. The Challenger astronauts, they're all still alive. Still more believable than NASA's CGI bullshit. Yes, there were. These are way more believable than NASA's satellites, okay? Look at that. More believable than NASA's cartoon bullshit. Globe heads are mad because they got all that science and no evidence to support the science. It's a damn shame. Here we go with Apollo 11 impossibility. More Apollo 11 impossibilities. Modules, descent engine with a thrust of up to 5 tons. All 6 times. All 6 fake landings. No landing crater. Again, landing foot with no trace of moon dust. Likely lowered by a crane in place on the movie set. See that? So, and then, intersecting shadows, conflicting local light sources, it goes on and on. Earth's wobble, feeling it since kindergarten, yeah. Check this out. This is, I'm going to slip this in here. Some tree stuff, because I love the big trees. This is Transformers, and they're knocking trees down. They're telling you how look at all the hexagons here. These are hexagonal columns in the trees that are similar to Devil's Tower and Giant's Causeway. And then here's a nice Freemason G for you, just to shove that shit right up in your fucking face. And again, to those of you who are crying about any swear words or cussing, this is not for you. You're not ready mentally to handle this stuff. Until you understand that there's no such thing as bad words or bad expressions, and that's all been programmed, until you understand that, you're not ready for any of this shit yet anyways. Okay? So basically, here's your different light sources, and different lighting creates different how much you can see it. You can either see a little bit, or you can see a lot more in this light here. These are all the same difference, same place, same everything, but you can see a little bit, a lot less because of certain conditions, atmosphere, and so forth, sunlight, angles. Some memes write themselves. Globe retard chamber. Globe retard. There you go. God, that says it all, I guess. The hell? Okay, again, this is NASA's 8-inch per distance squared curvature chart. 1 mile, 8 inches, 2 miles. It should drop 32 inches. Okay, so you go out on a, if it's a globe, you can go out and in all 360 degrees, all go in a circle 360 degrees, every direction from you. It should be curving down. Fucking 1 mile should have 8-inch drop. The further you go, the further the drop. You're already talking about over half a foot in just a mile of a drop. You should see tons of curvature everywhere. You should see curvature everywhere. Okay? The fact that you don't and you still can't accept this is your problem. And it's your mental illness. And this is a laser. It's over a flat water. Again, this shines way over here at things that should be below the curvature, and they're not because it's flat. It goes flat for thousands and thousands of miles. It could be infinite for all we know. I'm not going to pretend to know. All I know is it's either infinite or it can either be this or that. And I'm going to tell you, that's what it either can be. And that's as far as I can go if I don't know. You have to be honest with everything. Abundant resources. Here's this, okay? This is a difference here for the fucking globetards that can't seem to fucking understand that people might want to control them. And not even people. You don't even know. It's a spiritual war, okay? Everybody should know this shit, okay? Being controlled from another fucking dimension, whatever you want to call it. Demons, you can call it interdimensional. It's all kinds of shit. Either way. Something's going on. That's what's fucked up. And you got to argue about, the idiots all argue about what's going on instead of there's something going on. Just agree that there's something going on. We'll take care of the details later after we stop this shit. So you got abundant resources, scarcity, cyclical energy, limited energy. No global warming, center of the universe, insignificant piece of shit. No aliens, no evolution, no Big Bang, free energy, theft and taxation, equality for all, politics, created by God. We came from monkeys by an accident, flying through space. It's ridiculous. And I just hate the word God the way it's been fucking, I don't even say the word God anymore. It's been so fucking misused. It's ridiculous how misused that word is. I'll never use that word God. Okay, because there's not some dude that wants you to worship it. That's the most fucking dumbest shit. Fucking retard. You got to basically be a fucking retard if you think any type of God that's a real God wants you to worship it. When you make up what's God. You're fucking retarded. Okay, you're talking about anything that wants you to worship it. That's a fucking low level entity. Totally fucking low level. And the astral plane is a holding plane. Anybody that wants to talk to you there is a low-level deceiving entity. There's no good entities. They don't fucking fuck with you. Okay? It's like the Prime Directive. They don't fuck with you. They let you your free will learn on your own. Only negative entities will contact you in the astral plane. So you're getting fucked with big time if anybody's talking to you in the astral plane. It is Photoshop, but DJ Blue Marble over here says it has to be though. It has to be DJ Blue Marble, our boy DJ Blue Marble. Thanks for the fuck up. It has to be Photoshop. Thanks. Theories of gravity and evolution are just theories. I'm wrong at that. Plants grow upward, not downwards, in disproving theory of gravity. You can see the curve, but the building's not tilting away from us or to the side. This is how dumb you are if you think you can see the curve, but there's no tilting. You're just seeing perspective. Called, can you see, how far can you see underwater? Because water's a medium. Well, guess what? Air, the atmosphere is the same thing. It's not as dense as the water, so you can see a little further, but it still limits your vision. It's sad that we have to explain this shit. Plain sailing is a simple form of navigation in which the surface of the sea is considered to be flat. Fairy tale science fiction on the left here, and indoctrinated nonsense versus real life science and simple common sense. Until you can, it's hard having to deal with these idiots. Again, Earth is a realm. It's not a planet. This is Tesla talking, Nikola Tesla. It's not an object, therefore it has no edge. Earth would be more easily defined as a system environment. Get over it. Okay, you're not going into space, morons. Earth is also a machine. It is a Tesla coil. Again, I'm going to have to repeat that. Earth is also a machine. It's a Tesla coil. I'm telling you, it's ran by a parasitic artificial intelligence as well. It's a machine. It has to be. Okay, the sun and moon are powered wirelessly with the electromagnetic field, the ether, that was proven in the experiments. McClellan and I'm going to have to get his other name here. I'm just off today. No big deal. I will memorize that because it's such an important factual science experiments that you can do and prove there's ether, that we're not moving. It's been done. Aries failure, the McClellan and Gale. Yeah, it's several of them actually. They got together and then Freemasons used their little hocus pocus fucking nonsense and took out, oh well, ether doesn't exist, all this shit doesn't exist now, to make their crazy shit stick in the science community and sell it, and then nobody ever hears about the real fucking experiments. For 30 years they get a PhD and they don't hear about the experiments, these experiments, because they get kept in the dark. That's what the whole point of school is to keep you in the dark and lead you astray. That's what it's all about. Keeping you in the dark, stupid, memory lapsed. This field also suspends the celestial spheres with electromagnetic levitation. Electromagnetic levitation disproves gravity because the only force you need to counter is the electromagnetic force, not hocus pocus, never proven gravity, a theory that's never been proven and never will be, because it's density and buoyant force. The stars are attached to the firmament. For all we know, the moon could be in a liquid nitrogen. Space shuttle satellites and the ISS are all located in the thermosphere. It can exceed temperatures of 2,000 degrees Celsius or 3,632 degrees. Melting ports for titanium, 3,000. Aluminum, 1,200. Gold, 1,900. Why didn't everything fucking melt? Because it's a bunch of bullshit. Why? Because you don't ask questions and then you just believe them. And you don't ask common sense questions like this. You believe 3 buildings got fucking burned down from a fire in planes that didn't exist, when they're built to withstand multiple hits, and fire doesn't even come close to the melting points of steel, so it can't ever burn. That's the whole point of making buildings with steel, because they can't burn down. That's the point of it. And then they tell you on one day three burned down, and everybody believes them because they're basically fucking retarded. The world's a stage, a holographic stage. The Gnostics knew it long before scientists rediscovered it. The Vatican kept it hidden so they could control us with religion. Knowledge is power. He who controls the information controls the world. There are 52 miles of the world's history hidden under the Vatican, which is the reason for their violent history. As they destroy and hide history, they replace it with their fake version that suits their agenda. Their manipulation continues today through religion, government, media, educational systems, and the military. Our ignorance is their power. Take back your power. Okay, the only difference between spinning ball believers and the flat earthers is that flat earthers have done their research. They just don't start asking retarded questions after doing zero research and thinking that you're going to spoon feed them. You got to do everything for these retards. Okay, so then why is there city lights in the middle of the desert where no one lives in Australia here? This is fake. There's nobody lives here, and then NASA puts it in there to make it look really cute in Australia for you. It's all fucking bullshit. Again, it's ridiculous if you believe anything that NASA gives you. It's a fucking lie. For the good of all mankind, NASA sent football jerseys to space instead of feeding somebody who needed clothes, a shelter, clean water, and food. This is what everybody cares about. Okay, They're basically fucking retarded. This place